Hi, my name is Cooper McCarley, and I'm a sophomore at Belton New Tech. I'm going to share with you 3 verses that I feel we can use during our everyday lives, but especially during the whole coronavirus situation. My first verse is John 6:35, and it says, "I am the bread of life," Jesus told them. "No one who comes to me will ever be hungry, and no one who believes in me will ever be thirsty again." And so I kind of see that as the Bible telling us, don't go buy a bunch of a one item, don't go buy a bunch of toilet paper, a bunch of water, because as long as we have faith in Jesus, as long as we read our Bibles, we'll be fine and we'll make it through these times okay. So my next verse is Galatians 2:20, and it says, "I have been crucified with Christ, and I no longer live, but Christ lives in me. The life I now live in the body, I live by faith in the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me." And I interpret that as the Bible telling us that we need to make sure to keep our faith in God and in Jesus throughout these times, and I also kind of see it as a way or as a call for us to go and minister to others, because I'm sure that there are people who are scared and afraid and don't know what to turn to during these times. And I know that even after this is up, there's still those people who are extremely uncertain during just normal times. So I feel that we can use that to go and minister to other people and bring God to those who don't know him. And then my third verse is Colossians 3:13, and it says, "Bearing with one another and forgiving one another. If anyone has a grievance against one another, just as the Lord has forgiven you, so you are also to forgive." And I see that as, since we're quarantined in our houses with our families, I know it can get a little rough and a little every man for himself in houses, but I think that we need to make sure that we keep our emotions out, meaning we need to make sure to forgive one another right after something happens and make sure that there's no anger pent up in the house, because that's certainly not going to help anyone, especially since we can't go down the street to our friend's house or go to spare time to get away from our family for a little bit of cool down time. So just make sure that you're forgiving each other, or maybe going and say, "Hey, I didn't like how you did this earlier." Just kind of keeping your emotions up front. And I hope that these 3 verses will help you during our quarantine situation and our virus situation. But I also hope that if you watch this after the virus, that everything that I've said will be able to help you through your normal life without the virus. Thanks for watching.